Hi everyone, my name is Victoria and I am a website designer, social media consultant, and content creator. And today I thought I would share my numbers with you as a business owner. I don't know if you've seen that trend going around where people talk about how much they've made since the start of opening up their business, and I figured I could tell my story while sharing my progress. So I don't know if you know this, but I've been in business for 3 years now. I haven't really been active on a lot of my social media just because I was trying to figure out what my sense of style was and exactly what I can do, okay? So I was fresh out of college when I was 24 years old and I decided to become a website designer. I fell in love with it because I saw somebody on TikTok doing it, okay? So I had a finance and marketing degree. I knew I wanted to start a business of some kind. I just didn't really know what that was. I just knew deep down that in some way, shape, or form, I wanted to be creative. I wanted to be able to work from home in case I had kids one day, and I wanted to help small businesses grow. So that way I was able to help all different types of people from all over the world if I wanted to. I could travel if I wanted, and web design just became that thing for me, okay? So in 2022, I decided to design my first set of sites. Okay, I made my little portfolio. Is really rinky-dinky. It was not is not what it is now, but that's because you refine your skills over the years, right? So I just kind of worked with what I had. I was slowly learning the software that I still use, and yeah, I was offered my first design client by my stepdad, who owns a veterinarian practice, and I decided to design this for him without him knowing. I needed a test subject, so I took what he already had and I basically rebranded the whole thing from the ground up so I could practice and kind of figure out how to use this, and he was nice enough to pay me for that project. So that year in 2022, I made a total of $950, which was a lot for me, okay? Like, I didn't know how quickly I could grow or how much I could make. So to be almost $1,000 in your first year of business, I was like, okay, you know, I'm doing pretty well here, but you know, that was a family member. That doesn't really count, right? So then the next year in 2023, I worked really hard at getting my business cards passed out to try to talk to as many people as possible. And my husband actually had somebody come into his work that said she needed a website. And her husband owned a gym, almost like a full-on gym chain that they needed a website for. And he suggested me, of course. So I connected with them, and luckily I was able to make a